Right, time now for a preview of the game this weekend with the New York Jets and your Indianapolis Colts. Do it for the shoe, they say, the blue shoe. Um, so the Colts are 4-6. We're 3-7. Both teams with their season hanging by a thread, but this Colts team is very talented. Now, they've had problems with the quarterback position. You may have heard Anthony Richardson, not so hot, so they went to Joey Flakes. Joe Flacco, we're familiar with him, and he did good for a while. Then he fell off, so now they're going back to Anthony Richardson. So because they're going back to Anthony Richardson in this game, makes the game preview very easy to do. We're going to do a quick one because it's not going to take a lot of analysis to figure out what the hell is going to happen in this game. It's going to be very simple and easy. What they're going to do is what all the teams do against our defense. They're going to run it right up the middle. They're going to run duo. They're going to run their middle zone, A gap, B gap, and they got Jonathan Taylor and a couple other running backs. It doesn't really matter who the running backs are, as we've seen this year. If they get their blocking right and we can't do any gap fitting and we have some of the most missed tackles of all time, which we set a record last week, you may be surprised to learn most missed tackles in a game. That's not a record you really want to have. But nonetheless, we do have it. And so if that continues, they'll just keep running it down our throats. And then the other thing that Anthony Richardson brings that Joey Flakes does not is that, of course, he has the RPO game that he can run. Now, if you're not familiar with Anthony Richardson, he's like a Cam Newton type, big. He's fast. He can throw it a mile. He's huge. He can run you over. He could run past you. He's very athletically gifted. So they're going to run a lot of RPO then. And that means that our dum-dums, like Michael Clemens and whoever else is sitting there on the line, has to be able to read the mesh point. And to this point in the season, we have not been able to do that for whatever the reason, because we're too stupid to understand that if you're the EMOL, as they call them, EMOL, end man on the line, you should probably hold the edge and not bite down unless you know you have your teammates on your other side, but most of the time you don't, at least in the tape we watched. You've seen me break it down. And so we're going to see that with this guy because he's also good at that. And if the emo holds, then he gives it to Taylor or whoever the running back is. And if he bites down, then he's going to run on the outside. So get ready for that. And so if they're successful with running the ball like that, they'll just continue to do that. If not, by some miracle, we're able to stop them in the running game, then, Richardson's going to have to drop back and pass where he's had a lot of problems, and that's what we kind of have to hope for. Their defense is very good up front. They got Grover. They got D-Buck, DeForest Buckner. They got all these people, Quiddy Pay, you name it. They got good linebackers. They got good defensive linemen and good backfield, too. A really good safety that I wanted on our team when he was coming out by the name of Nick Frost. It's a guy I wanted us to look into very much, but we didn't for whatever the reason. Zaire Franklin, Dio Odingabengo, what's his name? Deo Odea Bingo. You name it, they got all these people. Quiddipe. They even got Leatu Latu from the draft this year. He hasn't been getting too many sacks so far, but a lot of pressure. So he's probably going to develop into something nice. So they got a very solid defense, I would say. So it's going to be quite a test for our offensive line. Can we block it up? Can we get the running game going? And then can we get the passing game going? But, they're not going to do too much. Gus Bradley is their defensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken. Good old Gus Bradley, yes. Their offensive coordinator is old friend Jim Bob Cooter. Remember him? He used to be on the Jet staff. Shane Steichen is under fire. The head coach, you should know. He is, a lot of people are very disappointed in this team, the fans, and they want Shane Steichen's head pretty much, and also general manager Chris Ballard's head. But Gus Bradley is a very well-known defensive coordinator, and a lot of our defense is predicated on some of the concepts that he runs. So it's not going to be any surprise or look any look any kind of strange way. They're going to run a lot of what we run, and it's going to be a mano-a-mano who wins in the trenches. If they're able to run the ball, then they're going to just run it down our throat like we've seen so many times, and they're probably going to win. If we're able to stop the run, then we get Richardson into third and longs, and hopefully you pressure him. Hopefully the kid screws up, and we can maybe win that way. And then our offense is a giant mystery box. We have not been consistent. We have a good half here, a good half there, a good quarter over here, a good drive here, a terrible drive over there. Extremely inconsistent, even though we have the veteran Aaron Rodgers at the helm. So that's basically your preview for the game. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. Please subscribe if you're new. If you're not new and you're already subscribed, get other people to subscribe. We're trying to get up to 400 people, and we're almost there, and we would appreciate your help with that. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. And as always, stay frosty.
Hi guys, it's Leslie. Frankie asked me to see if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? Wait, but why not? Frankie's gonna be mad with me if you don't subscribe. Please? Pretty please? Pretty please? Thank you, sweeties.